So this is the Sony ZVE-10, not the Mark II, this is the Mark I. Now I picked this up because I wanted a B camera for photos, mainly, thumbnails, and then as well, maybe some BTS, some video could be shot on this, and maybe even some vlogs. In case I don't want to take a camera like the Sony FX3 with me. I think it's good, but it's definitely not perfect. Let's get into it. Now, right off the bat, what I love about this camera is its body. It is extremely small, lightweight. It has a fully articulating touchscreen. It has the classic E-mount, so it can use full frame or APS-C size lenses. So basically every Sony lens is gonna fit on this camera. Active hot shoe mount for connecting a microphone, but also has a built-in microphone, which works a lot better than most cameras. So you don't really have to purchase a microphone for this camera. The rest of the body just looks kind of like the rest of the A6000 series, with the grip, no viewfinder, and this one definitely feels a bit plasticky, and the buttons are all there. You have a record button, on and off switch, S and Q. In terms of dials, you only have two, one on the top here and this circular one here, which I don't really like because I do like 3 dials, one for shutter speed, one for ISO, and one for, what am I missing? Aperture. Then again, I did not purchase this as my main workhorse camera. I have the Sony FX3 for that. This is just something to accompany me in case I need to get shots of myself using the camera, which is something I have to do a lot when making YouTube content or just shooting thumbnails or something like that. Now, in terms of photo, this camera has what, 24, 26 megapixels, doesn't even really matter. The pictures are really good. It's very crispy. The raw files are really easy to push around, and for me, from the photo standpoint, it is perfect. Autofocus is great. It has eye autofocus. It can shoot more than fast enough. And actually, it does take a higher resolution photo than my FX3 right here, which is only 10, 12 megapixels. So technically, this $700 camera, which actually costs quite a bit less now, I think around 500 or so, takes better quality photos than this $4,000 camera. Now, in terms of video, I think you can get really good quality 4K video, but from what I've seen, a lot of the footage kind of starts to lose a bit of its quality when there's too much motion. The rolling shutter in this camera is very heavy, and it's something that's just there. You can't ignore it, and it's very, very strong. That said, the 4K image looks great. It is 8-bit, so shooting in S-Log3 might not be the best idea, giving you a lot more dynamic range. I think for ease of use, I'll either shoot in S-Log2 or just the standard picture profile if I just need a quick video of something without the intention of color grading. Autofocus is great. I know this is an unrealistic setup. This is the Sigma 24-70 2.8 Mark II for Sony mount, but it is definitely not the right lens for this camera because it is way too big, way too heavy, but it works. I mean, the video quality is good. It's definitely usable. The dynamic range definitely does not feel to be the same as the FX3, but that's to be expected. That's not what this is for. I think this is great for like vlogging, filming yourself. It's really small and lightweight. The fact that you don't need that microphone makes it really convenient. You don't need to stuff a big microphone as I do up here. And yeah, it works, it gets by. It's not the most professional, but it'll definitely work if you plan on making YouTube content or just quick videos here and there. And yes, for photo and video, this will definitely look better than your iPhone if you know what you're doing. I think in this price range, phones are actually a little bit better. I used 12 Pro Max or iPhone 13 Pro Max will technically take better photos and videos than this if you don't know what you're doing. But if you do, in terms of photos, you can absolutely destroy an iPhone with something like this. And in video, it takes even more knowledge. If you do learn how to use it, it can take much better videos than your iPhone. Now, the battery life on this camera is not phenomenal, but it works. I think I get about an hour and a half to 2 hours when I'm shooting a lot with it. It really depends how I'm shooting, how aggressive it is. That's in terms of video. In terms of photos, I can go half a day with one battery. So with 2 batteries, I can more than cover an entire day. And for me, this is more of a photo camera than a video camera because, again, I have the Sony FX3. This is definitely a camera that I think you should look to pick up on the used market if what I described to you is something that you're interested in. That said, for me, it's gonna work for now because of its size and weight for photography, taking pictures quickly that I need. But I do think I would like a full frame camera that is small at the same time. Maybe a Sony a7C II or a7C, even the Mark I, because the 7C II was quite a bit more expensive and all that. And again, I don't need a lot of the features. I think I just want a full frame photo camera. Even a Sony a7 3 would be great. That does have slightly older technology. This one has the really old technology, the old menu system of Sony, which is not the best. It's a little bit finicky, a little bit glitchy. The fact that the touchscreen is touch, but pretty much only for tracking, so you cannot go through the menus or adjust settings. That's a little bit frustrating, especially because this camera is, so when I'm going back and forth, it feels a little weird, but again, not the end of the world. This costs a fraction of what this camera costs, still produces really great results. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys want to pick it up, I'll link it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.